What'd you say your name?
The first time I worked overtime, I stumbled upon a murder scene. I hid behind the wall, not daring to breathe. After the killer left, I rushed to the toilet in a hurry, only to find the security guard's body. At this time, footsteps came from outside. I closed the cubicle door, stood on the toilet, and crouched down. Sure enough, it was the killer who came. He walked straight to the mirror and washed off the blood.
How you doing in there, Brian? You want to toss me your keys?
Realizing that the killer might come in at any moment, I quietly climbed down from the toilet. Just a second before he entered, I managed to escape to the other cubicle. I quickly climbed onto the toilet, but accidentally triggered the sensor. Fortunately, the killer also triggered the sensor. He didn't notice me and left straight away. I quickly looked for a place to hide, and ran into a colleague who was also working overtime. I told him about the killer, and dragged him into the elevator. Unexpectedly, the elevator broke down. The two of us quickly turned back, but the emergency exit was locked. I asked my colleague to use his phone to call for help, while I went to find another way out. However, just as he picked up the phone, the killer was already behind him. He put his hand on my colleague's shoulder, indicating that he should hang up the phone. Then he pointed a gun at my colleague's head.
Is anybody else working late tonight?
No, it's just me.
Just when my colleague thought he was safe, the killer came back with a wire. By the time I arrived, there was no sign of the two in the office. I tried to pick up my phone to call the police, but found that the phone was out of power. I quickly plugged it in, but when I turned around, I saw my colleague's body. At this moment, the door behind me suddenly opened. I quickly crouched down and crawled into the corner to hide. However, the killer walked towards me,